Boruto 2 Blue Vortex shows us the Shinju basically hiding out or waiting to make their next move or figuring out, okay, here's what we're going to plan next. But the real important thing that I think we have to take away from this mission for the Shinju is, what did they learn from the battle? What did they really gain from that mission? And the most important thing for Jura is he gained so much from that battle. He gained a lot from that mission. He learned a lot about Boruto, about Kawaki, about the world around him. He learned about love and fear and anger. He gained so much from Matsuri's interaction with Konohamaru and Ryu's interaction with Sarada. He learned about their abilities and everything that they're capable of. So I think it's really interesting to see that he he's taking it all in really quickly. You know what I mean? And it's unclear whether or not how much of it really stays with him, or what's it gonna create moving forward. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, he's just following his instincts, is he not? Like, no matter what he learns or what he gains or what he understands about love, he's still gotta follow his instincts. He's still gotta devour Himawari and then devour Boruto or Kawaki to turn into their fully idealized version of themselves. You know, turn into the divine tree, right? Turn into and bear a chakra fruit and whatnot. But it's kind of crazy how much they have progressed in such a short amount of time, and how it's informed their opinions on everything that they're doing, everything that they are, everything that they want to be or could be or learn about themselves. You know what I'm saying? So for Jura, I'm kind of curious, not that everybody is oh, this is a point to stop learning, because I don't think anybody should stop learning. But for him, it's this is gonna be it's endless, right? And since he's just started, imagine you were born, you know what I mean? And all of a sudden you're taking in all of the information of your childhood. You're taking in all of your information on your favorite favorite sports, or your favorite book, or you know what I mean? Imagine taking in all that information all at once without the years of going through it, of learning it and developing it, right? There's a big difference to that, you know what I mean? In that when you get it so quick, there's kind of a, you're not going to be the same person, as opposed to living it, you know what I mean, throughout the years, actually experiencing the full years of your childhood, experiencing the full years of your teenage years, and then your 20s, and however long, you know what I mean? There's a huge difference between that. And so right now we're seeing the Shinju, Jura in particularly, gaining so much information so quickly, and he's forming his own opinions on it, and he's trying to deal with all that he can do with the power that he has, because he does have the power to basically do anything, to literally shift and change the world, but now without opposition. And so that difference is what's really shaping him, or what's really going to force him to these people that are opposing me or are fighting against me, I have to get inside their head. I have to learn what they're about. I have to figure out what love is and what they know about it, and how it differentiates our opinions and our views on that. You know what I mean? So I guess what I'm really kind of wondering here is that is Jura ever going to put his own, is he ever going to be done? You know what I mean? Is he ever going to be satisfied with what he knows? Or is it just going to open the door for more questions? And when it opens the door to more questions, there's always going to be more and more questions. It's never ending, right? And then that's going to lead to more conflict. It's always going to lead to more and more conflict. So it's a matter of either he gets defeated and we stop all that's happening, or, Jura is just going to keep on opening another box and figuring out another layer. And that's, I think, where they're going with this, is that Jura's never going to stop peeling the layers. You know what I mean? He's going to find out oh, okay, so this is happening, and then who's Shibai Otsutsuki, and who's And what's the Daikokuten dimension? And what's this and what's that, right? Like, he's gonna keep on figuring out every little detail here and there. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think that Jura's gonna, like, figure out everything, or, like, try to figure out, like, all the questions to life? Or do you think eventually he's gonna be like, this is what I believe, and I'm gonna stand for it? Or do you think he's more so like, I'm curious about this, and I'm curious about that, and it's just gonna spiral and keep on going until somebody puts a stop to it, obviously. But who knows? Anyways, let me know what you guys think. What do you think about Jura's, like, curiosity? How far will it go? Will it stop? Will it, you know what I mean? How far will it progress? And how is it going to affect the story moving forward? You know, it's definitely going to have some impact, but I'm curious what you guys think. So let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys so much for watching. Yeah,